Live too. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Joan. For those who does not know me, it has been a while since I painted live, and what a great day! I initially thought to paint outdoor, um, but it turned out to be so windy outside and raining, so I decided to set up at home. So here we go. It's the fall season here in Canada, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside. If you go to a nice walk by the lake or any forest, the trees are changing their colors and they're absolutely beautiful. And this is my favorite time of the year to paint. And I'd like to take this outdoor. When I get the opportunity, I will do that. I will take all my gear and just step out there and paint. So, but for today, because of the weather, we're staying here. So for today, we're painting a simple forest, and what it is what my focus this time is reflection. So we're gonna paint the forest that's reflected in the water. Okay, so I would like to read a little writing that I thought is absolutely beautiful, and it's from Oswald Chambers. So he's a great writer, and I came across his writing, and it says, "The greatest characteristic a Christian can exhibit is this completely unveiled openness before God, which allows that person's life to become a mirror for others. When the Spirit fills us, we are transformed." Isn't that true? And by beholding God, we become mirrors. I'd love that. You can always tell when someone has been beholding the glory of the Lord because your inner spirit senses that he mirrors the Lord's own character. Beware of anything that would spot or tarnish that mirror in you. I thought that writing is so beautiful. And there's this book by Joan Weaver, and she writes about the 5 ways to reflect Jesus more accurately. So we are never going to be at par with Jesus, but we can try and reflect Him into our lives. So I'm painting on behalf of the Lakeside Church, Toronto. For those that does not know, please check us out. The website is thelakesidechurch.ca, and there's many links there. You can watch TLC Arts and Skills videos there. There's many videos that we have created. Me and my co-teachers have created so many throughout the 3 years that we since we started, and I hope you'd like it and have fun. So um, we would like to thank the Lord for having this opportunity, and for giving us the blessing of art. And we do hope and pray that it would be a blessing for others as well. Thank you. So, without further ado, it's a simple painting. We're going to be using a few different kinds of brush this time. I got 4, maybe 5 brushes. So the big one is for the sky and the water part. This one or this one. And these 3 little things and maybe this white thing um, are going to be the main brushes. Okay, so this is a stiff fan brush. That would be great for trees. This stiff round brush would be great for the forest trees as well. And the liner brush is great for creating your tree trunks. All right. So I've wet them all. Remember, Never to leave your brushes in the water. I learned that the hard way. This is one of my favorite brushes, and I have left it in the water a little bit too long, and now it's loose. I don't know how to fix it. If you know of a way to fix it, let me know, okay? All right. So, what are the colors that we will be using? Fall colors, okay? Um, I use acrylic, but you can use watercolor, you can use oil, whichever is more comfortable for you. And I have a 16 by 20 canvas. The colors that I will be using, here you go, would be uh, white, a little bit of black, a little bit of brown. Um, so that'll be my dark side. And then some green, then white, blue, different shade of blue, and different shades of oranges. And of course, I have two different shade of yellow as well. So fall is absolutely beautiful, and it is this time of the year that I marvel at how good, how artistic, how beautiful our God is. The sky, the clouds, the trees. I have a window right behind this um, phone and computer, and I look outside and just admire his artwork. So he's a great, I consider him the greatest artist. So I hope you do too. So I'm gonna wet my big brush. Oh yes, I have paper towel, and hopefully, if you've seen me paint before, I always drop a brush or two. I hope I don't this time. That'll be a record. I also have a knife for mixing my paint. Not necessary, but helpful. And my canvas, I have put uh, painter's tape. You can get this from the dollar store. Um, I did this because I am not good with lines. So, see, I already dropped this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this. This is just the sky part would be about just a little over half the canvas, and this would be the water area, about 3/4. No, the 3/4 and a third, something like that. It doesn't have to be like that. All right. So I'm gonna move that a little bit, lock it in, and I hope the artists of TLC are watching. And I hope you'd also paint, take pictures, and it doesn't have to be this kind of painting. Any painting, uh, preferably related to fall, and that would be great. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna start with white and blue. So I'm just gonna mix it. And just go about painting this way. There's no right or wrong when you're painting the sky. Just go this way, that way. I hope you all are having a great day. I see Auntie Shirley Ann. All right. A little bit more blue. I'm just mixing white and blue. When you feel that your brush is starting to dry, Dip it in a little bit of water. Go. Just a simple sky. All right. I like to paint the sides of my canvas, so it'll give it a little bit of finished look. You don't have to, but it's just preference, really. All right. So this area here, right by the water, we're going to make it a bit lighter. Okay. Just white. And if you're seeing your canvas through, just work your paint in and then just swipe it left, right. There you go. There. Doesn't have to be completely blue. Some light, some darker. There you go. Oops. Maybe I need a little bit more so Facebook can see this section. There you go. Here. All right. Oh, I was missing some paint there. All right. You have any comment? Just go ahead and type it in. For the TLC artists. Oop. Yep. There you go. Let's move the board a little bit further in so we can see it more. There you go. Thank you very much for the message, Auntie Shirley Ann. I hope you can see it more. And if there's any message, if you're a TLC artist, yeah, just put it on our WhatsApp group, and hoping Nicole or Naomi could respond to you right away. And if you're on Facebook, you can message me right away and I'll see it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also message me that way and I will see it. Thank you. All right. So we've done our sky, simple sky. So I'll just have a few wisps of white here and there. So just a little bit of white. And some whispers of cloud here and there. We're not going to do fluffy clouds. We'll just have wispy cloud this time. I like making sky. I love sky. So now that it's starting to dry, I'm seeing little bits of my canvas through. So you just go over it. And with the paint left over in your brush, you can just keep on working. And maybe I'll drop a few Light clouds here. There you go. I'll make another video when the weather allows it and it's not so uh, windy. I don't want to have to chase my canvas out on the in the forest or in the park. All right, so I think this is okay now. So I'm gonna take my tape. Ta-da! I have a straight line. And I'm gonna use the same tape and just put it right above that same line. So now with our cerulean blue. Okay, so to make cerulean blue, really, you just need to put in a little bit of green. So that same blue that we used for the sky, I'm just gonna give it a touch of green. Okay, so there you go. And that's what we're gonna use for our water. Just a bit of green, a little bit of blue. Again, too green. So that's a mixture of blue, green, and white. And we'll just put it under here. All right. My brush is getting dry. So just put it in the water. There you go. A little bit too much water. If you find that you got too much water, just wipe it off of your paper towel and it should be fine. This is actually canvas that has some injury to it. Some damage to it, but you know, with paint, you can do anything. There you go. So just blue, white, and a touch of green. All right. It doesn't have to be super even. Actually, the more uneven, the better. There you go. Now I can take off the tape and discard the tape. There you go. Straight line, which I don't normally know how to do. Okay, so I'm done with this brush, so I'm gonna rinse it. I have a tub of water here. So rinse your brush off. Another trick to caring for your brush. Hello, Naomi. YouTube was crackling, but Facebook is perfect. I think that's my internet. Sorry about that. don't know if we could fix it. Okay, we'll just stay on Facebook then. And if you could kindly tell everyone on WhatsApp to just stay on Facebook. Thank you. All right. So, yes. So the brush, after you've washed it, don't put it upside down like that, because then water goes into the wood. It's normally wood here, and it kind of loosens the glue and the wood as well. So lay it flat. Don't put it on its end like that, so you don't ruin your bristle. Just lay it flat and let it dry. Next, we're gonna start drawing our forest. So we're gonna have a little bit of background forest here, and then our forest here at the front. All right, ready? I think I can do a round brush better. Yes. Okay. So let's start with our brown, tiny bit of black, a little bit of green. So what I'm using is my stiff bristle. So we just sort of start from a distance. I'll have the dark part first, the background. And trees normally are never the same height, so don't make it all even. And I'll take it up to maybe sort of the middle of the canvas. My canvas is bouncing. There we go. Right about there. I think that's good. And to start with a reflection at the bottom, we'll just pull this down. Straight down. See, this ties into our little reading earlier today. Reflection in the water of the trees will never be the trees, right? It will always be just a reflection. Just like we will never be Christ, but we can reflect his life and his blessing. All right. Oops. Okay. So as that part is drying, I'm gonna start at this end. Okay. So same thing. Brown, a little bit of black, a little bit of green, and a little bit of water. Okay. So black, brown, green. And we're gonna start right here. Somewhere here. And I'll take it right up to there. This is now our foreground, okay? I'm just dabbing it. I'm not stroking like that. I'm dabbing. All right. So if you run out, just pick up some more brown, black, green. And the beauty of mixing at different times is you will have different shades of the black of your paint, right? You will never have the exact same color. So that gives your painting a little bit of depth and character. Okay, so that's our dark background. And acrylic dries fast. So this section now is almost dry. So now we could put in our different colors. Okay. So we'll just leave this for now. Let me rinse my brush and take out the dark color. And now this is where we do the fun part. Okay, so rinse, dry. Hey Nick, I haven't dropped a brush yet. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our fun colors. So we'll start with the orange and red. Okay, orange and red, right there. We're not gonna cover the dark part. Okay, so we'll just sort of go around it. There's our tree. There's more. All right. So notice I'm not covering all the dark parts because that'll give your painting depth. So the shadows, okay, is very important to keep that. So while this area of our painting is drying, we're working on this side. Okay, so that was just orange and red. Okay, so I'm going to take off a little bit of that paint from my same brush and we'll pull it down here into our water. Oh, I'm not getting any. So where the tree is high, you pull your shadow down a little bit longer. Where trees are low, they're just going to be there. This one is tall, pull it a little bit longer. Another short tree, another tall tree right there. Short tree, tall tree. Trees are never the same. There you go. All right. Are you starting to see some shadows now? Reflections, I should say. All right. I know you can still see a little bit of white there. We're going to cover that in a little bit. Okay. I'm going to start working on it right now. All right. So that's the red and orange. Okay. Now, this side of our canvas has started to dry. So I'm going to do that as well. Just going to dab a little bit. Take a little bit of water. And I'm just going to repeat what I did here on this side. I am. All right. So, and it'll be right here. So we're basically just putting in colors. We're not really defining our trees just yet. Just colors. In a few minutes, we will do some trunks. We'll figure out where our tree is going to be. We'll put in some branches and some more leaves. All right. So now we put a little bit of orange and red on this side, and that gave this part a little bit of time to dry. So that same mixture, orange, red, we're gonna add a little bit of yellow. All right. Beauty of acrylic, you don't have to have too much paint on your palette to make a fantastic artwork. So now we'll okay, so ready? We're not gonna color the cover the dark and the orange and red. Okay, we're just gonna go beside it. So this is the time where you consider where is your sun. Maybe you will consider it to be here, coming this way. So we'll have more bright colors on this side. Okay, so we'll keep the dark right on this side, and we'll start putting in light colors on this side. This side. Okay, so there you go. You don't have to put too much. Oh, there's a little green there. Sometimes paint just flow and they just kind of want to get together. Okay, that's fine too. All right. So now it's green, yellow here and there. And now I'll go for the brighter yellow and just touch edges. Touch here, there. You don't want to overwhelm it. Okay. What do you think? Okay, so we're going to put some more here. Okay, I'm going to fill in that line. Okay, so now we have some yellow, orange, and red in this brush. We're going to take that into the water. It's a reflection. And I'm just going straight down. Take some more. So like Bob Ross says, 3 hairs and air. And some air. So I am just lightly, I'm not pushing it down into the canvas, just slightly touching it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Goes down like that. Add in a little bit more water. A little bit more paint. There you go. So now I'm starting to cover that light area there at the bottom of our trees. Okay. So now I'm going to go on this side of the canvas. I'm going to start to decide where are my trees. So remember we said that our sun is going to be coming from here. So now we will put more definition, light coming from this side. I'm not putting a whole lot, just here and there. There you go. All right. So I think my brush is overloaded with paint. So I'm gonna rinse it a little bit. Ooh, more friends watching now. Thank you for watching. All right. So now remember this little knife? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a little bit of reflection of water right there while this areas are drying. We're gonna put some water ripples. Okay, the way I do it, there's many ways of doing it. It's just dab my knife, the flat side, the straight side, longer side of my knife. Just dab it on white paint. If it's too much, just take some off. And we'll just go there. Make little lines. So it would appear like they are water ripples or water lines. Here and there. They're not going to be straight. Oops. I mean, they're not going to be a straight line, just little lines here and there, little straight lines. Okay, here and there. You see the difference now? Isn't that cool? Your painting is your world, like Bob Ross says. If you make a mistake, paint over it. You don't have to worry about it. I have another artist watching here. So glad. Anne from the United States. Her art is so amazing. Okay, so we're just putting in some little bits of water ripples here and there. It's a calm afternoon, not like here in Toronto, windy and rainy. I'm gonna take that all the way to here. You can use your brush too. It's just that I find this way a bit easier. There. You can add more or just put in less. It's entirely up to you. Oh. There, doesn't look like. Yes. All right. So I'm rinsing my knife. And we're going to add a little bit more brighter yellow. So I'm going to go back to my brush, stiff brush. Okay, so what I'm going to do to make my yellow a bit brighter, I'm going to add a little bit of white to that. Okay, that just beside where the other yellow is. Add some more. Okay. Just to find our trees. This is gonna be another tree. There you go. Just different shade of yellow. I'm gonna do that here. Make it different kinds of yellow. I don't know how many yellows God has in mind. Man, they are all beautiful. More color at the bottom here at the corner. Kind of getting lonely. More life. Okay. I will. Yeah. Use this. All right. So black, green. I'm using my flat. You can use a few lines and a few branches. Oh, maybe I think the liner brush is better. Use the liner brush. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's do that again. Because we're making branches too. So here you go. It's wider. Trees are, remember, wider at the bottom, thinner at the top. Okay, so let's make some big trees right here. And right there. And right there. To make some straight. Oh, maybe I shouldn't make some straight trees, no? Just branches. Thin branches. Now, when I watch Bob Ross use this knife, it's incredible. He just goes and voila, you got a great painting. I can never do that. Nah, I'm going back to mine. Okay, just some trees here, branches. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to give my tree some character. Alright. So once you've done the branches, you can put more leaves. Right there. Okay. So now we're gonna have foreground bushes. Going back to the, I'm gonna put more green with my brown this time. And that'll be here at the bottom. Maybe I'll put a little bit of yellow too, so you can see more of it. Okay, green, yellow. That'll make it a little bit better. the very bottom there. And don't make it even, okay? Some are darker brown, darker green, a little bit more yellow here and there. It's amazing how fall is, really. There. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow here. And remember, when you a bit more leaves across it, make it look better, more realistic. We're back. We lost you there for a moment. Sorry about that. It says my connection is not good. Okay. Okay, so I'm rinsing my brush. And now I think I'm gonna go make a big tree on this side. How about that? Brown, green, black. This is where Bob Ross would say, let's test your courage. I think I'm gonna do that right about here. Woo. Ready? Joan, I'm not ready. There you go. So as I come down to the trunk, press the brush a little bit harder and then I get a wider trunk right there. Ooh, my hands are starting to shake. Haha! That's it. Let's make it bigger. Right about here. All right. Whew. Okay. Oh, a little bit of water. Because my brush is kind of dry. A little bit of brown. A little bit of white. Oh, don't forget the green. We'll define our tree a little bit better. Okay. Too dry. Still with me? So, the brother and sister right there. Okay. So now let's try and make some branches. Goes that way. So I'm just finishing up with the branches. And it's almost 3 o'clock. I will post the finished painting when I'm done. So I'm doing the branches of this tree. And I'm going to put some leaves after that. I hope you enjoyed watching. And I hope I will see you again next time. And we'll finish the fall colors of this tree. Okay? Till next time. See you. Thank you. God bless.